So in this video, we'll try to understand that another WPF control that called button. We'll try to understand how we can declare that button and use it. Now let's move to Visual Studio. So I've created new WPF WPF project where I give that name as button. So right now we have that blank screen. So if we go ahead and try to run that, we have blank, nothing in this, no controls. Now let's go and try to create that button control. So now as we learned in last one, first I will create a stack panel. So that will help us to put that arrangement of this one. As we learned in that, if you're not aware about that stack panel, please go ahead and watch my previous video. So now I will try to use that button control. Okay, so I put that button. I put that first thing is that now suppose I will put that content. Okay. So if I put that content, I suppose okay button. Now if I close this one. Okay. So if we can go ahead and try to run this one, we'll see that one button will be there with that okay content. Okay, so we able to see that content okay is going to display and it displaying on complete widths. So now what we can do for the button, we can specify that height of 50, and now we can specify that width of 100. Okay, so one button we got, now it's went to vertical alignment. Now we can do that horizontal alignment as left. Okay, so now it's come as a corner. So similarly, I will copy this one and I will try to create one more button that with the name of cancel. Okay, so now we have two buttons. So if we go ahead and run those, so we can see that OK and cancel button. Now if I click, nothing going to happen, and both are touching to each other. It's overlap. So now what we can do that there. If I go ahead and put that margin here. Okay, so as we know, margin of 10 from 10. Okay, so now we can see that if we put that only 110, then it's going what it's going to do, and then we'll go for that other, that left right. So it's give that a space of this one from that left and from that top. Okay, so if we are specifying one, then left and top, it's give that space of margin of 10. So we can go ahead and do same for that first one as well. So now we can go ahead and put that margin equals to 10. Okay. So now if we can run that, it's look far better than now. We have that space for both of them, and it looks now good. But still there is nothing happening if I click on this one. And one more thing to be noticed now, first thing I will. So if no buttons are highlighted. Okay, so now suppose if I wanted to highlight that OK button by default, so there is one property called is default. Okay, is default equals to, if I put that true, and then if I go ahead and now open this one, so we can see that by default OK is highlighted. So if you press that, so right now nothing going to happen if on press of enter button. So now we'll go ahead and try to define that event for these two buttons. So now I will go ahead and try to just define that. Suppose I need to do that click event, to put that click, and I will do that new generate event. So now it's generated with by default button click. Okay, so similarly now if we go ahead and do this one, so we see that there is one more class created now. So we can go ahead and put that message box, and we'll learn that message box in more details on later videos. So now we put that OK. If we click on that OK button, so I put that OK button here. Now if I go ahead and run that, by default it's selected OK. If I click, we'll get that one message that OK is clicked. Okay, so by default it's selected. Now what we can do here, that one other property called, we try to define that. Now I will do that control S, as we know that I have that YAML designer I created, so it's already doing that in arranging it. So now I will go ahead and create that name here. Okay, one property name is there, so I will go ahead and put that. I will put like this btn underscore cnc. Okay, and after this I will go ahead and try to create that click event, and then if I can go ahead and generate that click event, so we can see that it's used that name btn underscore cancel underscore click event. So if I go ahead here, and we can see that here as well it's generated. So now if I go ahead and put that, okay, and now if I go ahead and put that cancel button. Okay, if I go ahead and try to run this. So right now on opening, if I press enter, OK is coming because we made that default. If I click on cancel, we'll get that cancel. So now if I wanted to now make that cancel by default, so is default we need to remove from here. Okay, and I will go and add it here. And I will do that control S so that it will arrange. Now if I go ahead and run this one, so we can see that cancel is by default highlighted. Now if I press cancel, so it's going to display that whatever function we have written on this one on click event. Okay, and if I go ahead and click on that, okay, so OK alert will come. So this is that basic function about button. So we'll try to learn that more details when we will do that a small project. So that's all for this video. Thank you.